last week we did our AFC and NFC North mock drafts, and then the Bears got an absolute haul for the first overall pick. So I am here redoing my mock draft from last week. And let me just say, I got a lot more picks to run through. So we are going to dive right into it. First up, with the ninth overall pick, I went big Peter Skoronsky. He can play inside, he can play outside. He's proven it both that he is that guy. He's got short arms, but that didn't stop his, former teammate Rashawn Slater from making it big in the NFL. I think he's going to be a dog. He's just an all around good football player. And I think that is what the Bears need on their O line. Moving right along, because listen, guys, we got a lot of picks to get through. I went with Atabare, also from Northwestern. They're loading up on these Chicago guys, keeping them home, keeping them in the area. He was an absolute freak at the combine. And if he is available at 53, like this mock draft had, they're running to the podium to pick him. I'm just going to be honest with you. They wanted an edge early. There was no good value for that when you get to pick 9. So right then and there, there's Atabare to make up for missing out on Will Anderson and Jalen Carter. Moving right along, they're losing David Montgomery. Who better to pair with Khalil Herbert than Texas A&M speedster Devon Achane? Achane, obviously, he's just fast, dude. He's wicked fast. He's track fast. He's got real track speed. He's got good elusiveness, quick feet. He can develop a little bit as a I don't think he's a bad pass catcher necessarily, but there's always room for improvement when you're a speedster running back because you can make things happen in space. It would be a huge addition for Justin Fields to just have someone to dink the ball off to on every down. That would be so good for his passing and his, confidence level when it comes to throwing the football, because that was something he clearly struggled with this year. And speaking of confidence when throwing the football, I'm not a big Chase Claypool guy. I'm going to come out and say it. I'm getting them a viable option at wide receiver in Marvin Mims. He's gone kind of under the radar. He hasn't participated in much. Nobody's really heard from him that much during this draft process. I think he's going to go a lot higher than people think. I have him here at 63, and it might be a little bit of an overdraft, but I think he fits what Justin Fields is good at. He's good at catching the ball and making things happen after the catch. We all know Justin Fields did struggle a little bit throwing the football. Just make his life easier. That's all you got to do if you're the Bears and you want to compete. You have to make Fields' life easier. That's the number one thing. Moving right along, we're switching sides of the ball. More help on defense. Their linebacker core is weak right now, and even though he's short, that's the whole talking point with this guy. Ivan Pace Jr. is a football player. This guy, he's good at everything. He hits like a freight train. He is okay in pass coverage. Like, he's not going to wow you in pass coverage. He's not afraid to stick his nose in the run game. All of the knocks on him are size related. That's the only knock on the guy. And I don't think it's going to matter. We're moving towards positionless defense. Who cares if he's a little short? If he can hit you and bring you to the ground and you're an NFL running back, you don't want to go up against him. Simple as that. Going to keep rolling here with another Cincinnati guy, Josh Wiley. Just add to that tight end room. Cole Kmet, he's all right. He's not great. And their number 2 and number 3 are both free agents. So Wiley, it just feels like a good move. This is, a later draft pick. They got a bunch of draft picks. This is number 132. It's not a waste if he's not good. So you might as well take a shot on him. He's got a bunch of good traits that are good to work with. And then we're going to keep going because they have, again, so many draft picks. 136. like just build depth on the offensive line. If somebody goes down, Emil can step right in and be a starting level guard for Justin Fields. I don't think there's really it's really just ceiling concerns with him. He's got a good floor. I don't know how high the ceiling is, but you don't really need that from him. You just need someone who can step in and play and protect Justin Fields when he needs to. And lastly, I went with Wake Forest D lineman Kobe Turner. D line depth is huge in today's NFL, and they don't have it currently. It's something that they clearly have struggled with, and they're two of their four starting defensive, like rotational defensive tackles, are free agents. They need to add. Kobe Turner's a good rotational piece that can come right in, play right away, and has high upside. I don't know why more people aren't talking about Kobe, but he's a good player, man. That's really all there is to it. Ryan Poles, you did great. You got a haul for that first overall pick. You did what you were supposed to do. Now all you got to do, make these picks, fix your franchise.